And hello everyone, we are live.
Hi everybody.
Welcome to a new live stream. Hopefully you'll be hearing us all nice and well. And there has been an update for the yes, we can hear you. There's been an update for the game, so we're looking at the new map, which is awesome. But also, hi Ripman.
Hi.
But also, let me just pause you here for a second. There's been a new update to our streaming system. So have a look at this. I can put this on, and also this, to thank all of the lovely people that are supporting us on YouTube and on Patreon. And look, you guys are here now too. Woohoo! So there's one little other trick that I've made, which I took the image and I placed all of the new locations. But let me show you what really matters, which is the new version 3.3, as you can see. As you go to fly now, this is the main difference. You can choose between the two terrains. This one is like what is that, 6 times bigger in area than that one, so it feels a lot bigger and there's a lot more takeoffs as well. So so when we look at this, you can see that it's a lot bigger, and on here we can choose from all of these sites. So I can leave this up here, and that's where all these sites are as well. So for instance, West Hill, or where are we? West Hill will be on the left there. I can't quite put my cursor there, but it'll be there. So
where did you get this map from?
I made it myself. I got it from Evan. Yeah, I got it from Evan, but then I've placed all the locations on Photoshop.
How long did that take you?
Like 5 minutes.
Oh, you're so clever.
It's just Photoshop.
Yeah, cool.
Anyway,
Very nice.
because what you can do is go to here and then pause this, and if you keep doing this, you can kind of like, I don't know if it's a bug or what, but you're able to like eventually see the whole thing. So that's one way to do it. So today we're going to try and just explore the island a little bit and see what's going on. Yeah, let us know if you're hearing us okay in terms of levels with the music and all that, how you're finding the new overlays with the comments and everything. So yeah, pretty cool.
We can't hear the music.
I can.
Okay.
I've got the headphones on,
Got
yeah.
the headphones on, I forgot about that. I wondered why you were talking to me a little bit loud as well. It's because you're like, rah!
Am I speaking a bit louder?
You were speaking a bit louder, yes.
Sorry.
I don't know why.
You didn't clock it.
It didn't dawn on me.
Yeah. Well, I can do this. Let's see if I can do this.
Oh, no, it's okay. I don't mind you having it on. Ooh, skimming it with the butt.
Getting right in front of you there. New overlay look great. Yes, I literally put it all together in the last 2 hours or so. So it's great to know.
I'm getting a little bit twitchy with the old.
Oh yeah, that's my fault.
Oh, what were you doing? Ah, blended in a tree. Not quite. Oh. Have you got? Oh, you put speed bar on.
No, that's off. No, what it is, Jimmy, is when this window isn't active. Look, now your controls work.
Right, okay.
But if I click here, look. If I click here, it all goes to half. Look. If I click away, it doesn't respond and everything goes to half. That's one of the bugs I need to ask.
Right, okay.
Evan. So yeah, sorry, you can go on that one. Thanks, Michael Richardson. Hopping Sparrow, yeah, we got a member on YouTube. On YouTube memberships. Little sparrow jumping around.
Pink sparrow, that's very cute. I think the sparrow's your favourite bird, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I always wanted to be a little sparrow. Because they land really easily on
Most
everything.
people would say eagle or like albatross or something huge. You want to be a little dicky bird.
Yeah, I want to.
They are very cute and very friendly. Well, in my experience,
No, I didn't. I just tweaked OBS. There was a few things that were like I was capturing a part of the screen rather than capturing an application as a source, and a lot of little things like that. And yeah, it made a huge difference. And tweaking, like not having to scale things down, so because I think I was capturing the whole screen but scaling it down to 720, and that's more work than capturing at 180 and outputting at 180, and lots of little things like that. So yeah, it's been really good.
You actually had a go on this already then? Have you been practicing?
A little bit, yeah. There's a few cool places. Let me see if we have any wind on. We don't have any wind. We don't have any wind. Let's look at the map here. Because there's some hills. Oh, there's dunes. You want to try dunes?
Yes.
So let's go to dunes 2, which one? Well, east wind, isn't it? So east wind. Okay. So let's give you, I don't know, 10 east, and we want the dunes 2. Should be at the bottom. Hopefully this will work. And it should be to either your left or your right.
I'll go to my right then. Whee. Oh, this is cool.
Yeah, so this is more like the sort of stuff we fly, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know if you're getting.
There's not much beach.
He created a thing that's like the sand pit. So this thing over here, like this little sand spit they call it. Sand spit over there. Sorry, this map is too big. Bear with me for a second. It's just so that I can have it here whilst you're playing. So you see, this is this bit here.
Is it not the dunes 2?
Yeah, but I was just saying that that's a beach.
Oh, right,
where you can do the whole
Sorry,
thing.
I was...
It's alright.
Focused.
You know what I can do as well? Can you see that okay?
Yeah, but you're moving stuff around a lot, so my eyes are like...
Sorry.
Don't know where to look. Oh no! I'm not paying attention.
Sorry, that's my mistake. This way. 60 FPS makes so much difference. Yeah, I know, especially if it's fast moving. Gemma's not going to like this, but if you do this, you can definitely see the difference between 30 and 60 FPS. Sailing the Great Blue. We have quite a few people that subscribe to the channel that are into sailing. That's pretty cool. The name of the sim is Paragliding Sim, or Paragliding and Paramotoring Simulator. And you can find the links and everything that related to it in the description, so just underneath the video. Yes, I was thinking about that. Just hold on, Jem. Let me just give it a quick little, because I think I know how to do that. Good to hear. Just bear with. Color correction, opacity. Here we go. A little bit of transparency so that we can still see underneath. It's giving us all the tips. Don't touch the tips. Okay, cool. So that should work. Here we go. I'm getting all clued up on this. Okay, I got all them overlays.
It's a very busy looking screen now, probably.
Hi Kazal Fly, thanks for coming.
Ooh. Taking a bit of it.
Oh, you gonna land?
Doing a bit of rocking here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Alan is here as well, eh? Hello, Alan.
Hi.
see if we can. There we go. Have a little backing music. Are you gonna land?
Not
Yes.
intentionally.
A little bit of brake, a little bit of brake, a little bit of brake. Bit of left. Bit more left.
Bit more left.
More left. Oh,
I'm
more.
trying to do it gently.
More left.
More left.
No, you're gonna front it. No. Will it reinflate?
Oh.
Okay, left. Wait, it's gonna do it. It's gonna do it.
Is it going to do it?
I think it is gonna do
I
it.
don't think it is.
It is. Wait, it's
What?
doing it.
It's doing it. I'm getting a bit of drag.
Okay, fly. No. Wow. The guy did not end up well. What do you think of the new location?
I like it.
I think you were getting.
It's very bumpy.
I think you were getting enough lift, weren't you, to go all the way up? Concentrate. Oh, you were already up there, weren't you?
Yeah, I
Started from down here.
I noticed that at the edges,
bottom.
like there's some little. No, yeah. I noticed that there were some little peaks, and I get a little bit of whoa. You know, you turn the camera around and realise how close. Stop turning the camera! I realised how close I am to the terrain.
Hi Kodiak. Hi Paragringo.
Oh, we really have got some regular people that are coming in. Hello, everybody.
Yeah. Hi Nathan. Nice. Got a glass of wine as well. Hope you're all well stocked up.
Yeah, it's red wine as well, which we opened last night. Oh, right, okay.
Sorry.
I've just realised what
Sorry.
happened. I was thinking it's doing the opposite to what I wanted to do, but it's because you navigated away. Yeah, we opened the bottle of wine last night, and I woke up with a bit of a headache this morning after 2 small glasses. Obviously, there's still plenty left in the bottle because we're drinking it now, but I don't think it's very good wine.
Well, if the objective is to get you fucked, then it might be.
Oh look, getting a bit of lift.
Come on, hug it. You can hug it closer like a little teddy bear.
I'll try. No, getting a bit too close now.
Nah, you're good. You're good.
I feel like this is going to be a potential bum landing again.
Nah, you're good. Drinking and flying ParaSim, yeah. It's allowed. Can do whatever you want. No consequences. The new thing is we're gonna start when
Hold my beer.
Yeah, when we get what's it called? When we get multiplayer, we're gonna start the drunken league where there's like what do you call? You don't call it the balloon. You know the thing that you blow on to see it. Alcohol meter.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Breath test, breathalyzer.
Breathalyzer. Yeah, you have to take the breathalyzer test before you start playing. If you're below 0.5,
I thought you were going to say the
you can't.
opposite. I thought you said when it goes multiplayer, we can make up drinking games to play whilst, like I don't know, wingtip collapse. Everybody drink.
Oh yeah, make it into a drinking game. Yeah. You're taking it very gently, aren't you?
I am taking it very gently. I was actually trying to get a little bit higher so that I could explore the island a bit more. But
I think
the wind's
there's a lot
not very.
more of that. I think there's a lot more that way.
Right. Okay. Let's come a little bit. I'll come into the.
You're turning the wrong way.
I know. I'm just coming closer so that I can do.
But you're above like flat ground. That's not going to produce any lift. You're just going to top. Speed bar out of there.
Speed. Don't touch my speed bar, man.
That's what she said.
Oh, you've made me rock a little bit now.
Thanks, Ripman. Appreciate it. I don't know. I don't have. Is the map available on PC? Because we have the overlay now. We don't have to read the questions anymore. People can just see it as awesome. So I can just reply to the questions. I don't have an Android. So I don't know if it's how the PC version or Mac version is any different to the Android phone one. So I can't tell you.
Ken, the wind speed's written just underneath the compass.
Oh yeah,
it's 10.8.
Let's call it 11 knots. So yeah, maybe everything that is, I don't know if anyone here has it on their phone, but yeah, looks like anything that is desktop, so Linux, Windows, Mac, anything that's not mobile should have the update. I'm gonna look you around. Yeah, you're definitely going up. 250.
Can't you see my little plus?
What, here?
My little minus now.
Yeah.
Just started going down. Ooh, what's this? Is this a little canyon? Oh no, I thought it was going to be like a little fuzzed radio coming in there.
Oh yeah, look, yeah, I wouldn't go too deep in there because the wind's coming from, see, the east. Like it's coming from there. So I suppose if you go in there far enough, you can go up, but you just have to be. Yeah, you're losing height now. You're gonna. Yeah, I know. I've been really debating in my head if I can do a joystick that people can make or buy, but it just seems a lot of work. But I think Evan even put like a little disclaimer here. Sorry, Gemma, I'll come back. Saying you will have a much better flying experience with a controller or joystick. If you have something like a PlayStation 2 controller or PlayStation 3 or 4 or an Xbox.
Yeah, people said last time that they've been using them and they work.
I think
you can program them in and they work quite well. Yeah,
they seem to be able to connect them to Mac or to Windows quite easily. You're going off the rails. Oh, is this on purpose?
Yeah.
Sorry. So should work, and those should be fairly inexpensive. I don't know how much they cost, but I'm sure you can get a second-hand PlayStation 3 or Xbox controller for like $20.
Thing is, you don't have a factory to make them. Otherwise, you could probably make some, but maybe you could even make the parts and then sell it as an assemblable as a kit for people to put together. I don't know whether people would be interested in that.
Yeah. But it's still like, the thing is, like, if there were like 1,000 people that wanted to buy something like that, we could do like a Kickstarter, because the problem is doing all the work and buying all the parts first. And then I think we're still far away, you know? I think you're just on the wrong camera.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I don't know whether I just couldn't tell. But...
Yeah, you were on the wrong camera. You can tell by the distance to the
shadow.
shadow.
Yeah, it was the shadow I was looking, but...
But yeah, so it'd be a case of doing something like a Kickstarter, and then it's almost like if there's enough interest, then with the money from the Kickstarter, it would be easier to purchase stock and parts and stuff. Hi Lucas, do you understand English? I spent so much money on flight sims. Almost more than paragliding. Wow. I think that might be a little bit of a problem, Kodiak. 310. You are slowly making your way out. The problem I find with this camera is you can't really like look around you. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're gonna try to weave in and out of the trees.
Can do. I nearly stuck on a really strong left brake then just to start weaving, but then thought, whoa.
No way.
Well, yeah, as
the lines are not a
thing.
The
lines aren't a thing, thankfully. Otherwise, if that had been a real situation, I would have been screwed.
Hug it. Come on. Go behind this one. Between these two.
Stop it! It's like having an angel and a devil in my ear. Only I've just got the devil.
Come on! You made it through. How did you? Wait. I think this.
You're gonna have to stop changing the camera.
Okay, I'm stopping.
Because I'm.
Oh, that was close.
Twitchy bum moment.
Yeah. We've always gone to the shop, also gone to the shop today to try to get either a webcam or what's it called? Capture card thing, so that we can turn on our camera and connect it to the computer, so we have a HDMI input to just to make the stream a little bit more interesting. And we'll see. I couldn't find one.
Probably quite glad that there's not a camera on me at the minute, because the faces that I'm pulling like.
I think that's the whole point.
Yeah, but I'll probably sit a couple out if you get a camera.
There's a lot
Oh, there's
of lift here.
Oh, do you think that there might be? Have we got
You're straight into wind, look.
Have we got a thingy? Have we got?
Oh,
Thermals.
thermals. Yeah, thermals are on, aren't they?
Oh God,
Yeah,
I'm trying to thermal you, man.
They're on.
Visualize.
You might be. Do you want the beep 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 on?
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. I always like a little beep beep beep.
Yeah, thermals are on. They might be quite.
Oh, if only I'd have known that earlier.
They might be quite leant over, you know.
Oh, I might be a bit too deep here. Oh, you mean a bit diagonal because of the wind?
Clueless beekeeping. Yeah, I think that's a thing. He's saying, he or she is saying that you need to get a better understanding of where to go and where to avoid. But I think that's true for any beginner. Gemma's only got like 20 hours flying, so
I'm leaning again.
it's something. Well, you're thermaling. It's normal. That you're leaning the wrong way though.
I know, I always do.
You're leaning to the right. Neither. I'm just a user. It was Evan Burrows is the developer. He's an Australian dude, and I just saw that the game came out, and I tried it, and I really liked it. So I just been in touch with him, helping him promote it. And yeah, I have no affiliation other than really liking the game and trying to give him some help and.
Not being able to go out and fly on a regular basis.
yeah. I see a lot of potential in a game like this. It doesn't matter who does it. So yeah, I'm just glad that someone is doing it. Why don't I use a pod? It's too much faffing around. I really like Wagga style of flying, where you land, take off, land, fly a little bit, fly close, land again. So for that, a pod is not really. A pod is to get, I don't know, 5 or 10% more efficiency. Oh, you're going for the okay.
Going for gold. Yeah.
Well, it says that it's over there somewhere. So
it's
it's
behind that. Did I just miss
it's,
a little thermal?
I don't know.
I just missed the thermal.
It says it's behind this hill, the next one. Look at the green pointer. So yeah, pods not really great for the beach, that's all.
I remember being a bit frightened by pods as well, because I think when I first started seeing a lot of people flying pods, I remember that there was someone who had an accident caused by a pod, but I think it wasn't caused by the pod, it's just that he was not used to the pod, and I think his speed bar had got tangled, so when whoopah.
Here we go. Wow, 6. That's not bad. That will take you quite high if you ride it.
Missed it. No. Hurtling towards.
Oh yeah, you're back into it. The little map, I just made it, and it's an overlay on the stream. It's not been developed on the game yet, but I thought to give, because this stream is all about the new map. Yeah, don't bang so much. Because the stream is all about because the stream is all about the new map and the new takeoffs. I thought I'd put it there so that we get a little idea. But yeah, it'd be cool to maybe have a mini map with your little location when the game comes out. Hi Stephen, welcome. I don't know. I don't know if I've been messing around with the streams and trying to get Restream to work, so I'm not sure if that's why maybe you didn't get a thing.
think I can get to this next marker, or do you think I'm too low? Probably a bit too low.
You're getting go left here. Go left quickly.
What?
Go left here and reach sort of this bit. See if you can do something here. Because otherwise you don't, or try to...
there's something, oh no, maybe we're just banking a little bit. I was going to say there's a little...
But you need more height, but you're into headwind now. So if you manage to somehow, because otherwise you're just running downwind.
Okay, I might have screwed myself over there a little bit.
Yeah, Gabri, we never know. Definitely learning to fly would be the first step. What's my...
Oh, is he saying that he's not started flying yet?
No,
I thought he said he'd be started flying
in 2 or 3 years. He says he will start. When is the update due? It's already out. I think it's been out for a couple of days. So if you just go to the link in the description, you should be able to find it there. Favorite spot to fly? It really depends. I don't know. I really like the sites that we have here, but then some places that we can fly thermals are really good as well. The Socha Valley in Slovenia is really nice. I don't know. Don't go all the way around. You might smash into the hill. No, you're okay.
I was thinking that myself, but I was also thinking it's either that or I'm doing a water landing.
Too much. Way
No,
too much.
I'm doing a water landing.
You're almost spiraling.
No, catch. Didn't catch. Didn't catch. Whoa.
Darren, we're using a joystick that I made myself in a previous video a couple of years ago, and the link is in the description if you want to have a look at that, if you're wondering what it looks like.
Back to where you'd like to fly, I think there's a lot of places that we would both like to fly that we've never tried. Like, I think because it was a big thing moving to Portugal, and obviously we've got a lot of lovely flying here as well. We actually don't get to travel that much to other countries anymore, do we? Because
we don't have enough money.
We don't have enough money. And because we're quite lucky to be able to fly here anyway, so I'm not complaining about it. But there's loads of places I'd love to fly. I really liked flying when I first learnt to fly. But in fact, it was before I'd learnt to fly that we went to the Azores, didn't we?
Yeah.
And you were already flying by then. I'd love to go by there now. I know more. The Azores is amazing.
Yeah, I've been there twice, and it's just ridiculously good. Like flying inside volcanoes, looking like Jurassic Park and stuff.
It is like,
I
feel like literally the island is like
where
Jurassic.
It was shot.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's amazing. Yeah. Lucas, é uma pergunta. Qual dia vai sair a atualização? Fala em português? Não percebo a pergunta. Gabri, we also have, like, here in Portugal where we live, I think it's one of the most flyable places in the country. And in general, they say that we have something like 250 or 300 flyable days a year, but granted, it will vary from year to year, so you can't really touch it. Hi Ben, welcome to the stream.
Hi Ben.
Right. Do you want to try a different place?
I think
you're just
want
gonna
you
land,
to try a different place.
Right, okay.
Because I think that you'll be better at getting up and giving us a nice aerial shot. And we've run out of wine, so I'm going to go and get a beer.
Cool.
Wait, what's the saying? Beer before wine. Oh, wine before beer is not a good idea, is it?
Not a good idea. It's fine.
It's
Can I
alright,
say?
we've only had a little
Can I
one
save
with
this
with our
though?
dinner.
Is this savable? Do you reckon? If I
What do
know.
you mean save up? Oh, what, you want to try and get up?
Yeah, if
Go
I
on.
know how the game works and where's the pitfalls, I could potentially try to sneak my way back up. Yeah, we met a really nice couple that were flying here before the coronavirus. Magnus and I don't know. I think they were from Sweden, and they were saying the same thing. They were very good pilots and everything, but they said they really don't get the weather in Sweden to fly, so they always try to go abroad. Slowly inching up, but I'm not sure. In reality here I'll be on the lee side, but that's not how this game works yet, I don't think. Oh, this would be a very bad position to be in, but because there is no lee side yet, lee side turbulence is still okay. But I don't think I can get out of this. Right, let's try some speed lines. Okay, looking at the map here, the gap. I'm not really sure. Have you tried the gap, Nathan? Because I think it's a speed fly line, and I think it's this thing here. But that would be facing east. I don't know. I'll see. The gap. Where is it? Yeah, and maybe with a small wing.
What happened? Did you?
I gave up. I gave up. I couldn't do it.
And it'd leave you in a bit of a predicament.
Is this the gap? I need a smaller one. But which gap exactly does it refer to? Is it like, because I don't see a gap. West, okay. Oh, so going the other way? Okay. Going that way. Oh, you mean this whole thing? Yeah, I think you might be right. That might be what it is. I need an even smaller.
Oh, Alan's gone to go and get a beer as well.
As he should.
You got a beer, Alan?
Alan.
Alan. He knows I can say it. I'm just lazy. Yorkshire lazy. Ooh, this is a nice little wing.
It is little. Bar. I think I need something smaller. I'm gonna go for the smallest one. I wish there was a way to control the angle on this camera as well.
Stephen Larrett's asking if we've got an email at all. Have you responded to him while I was gone, or?
Oh no, I've just been
playing. Yeah, I thought you would be. Stephen, we've got. I don't know. Contact us
on the ground handling retreat, probably.
Yeah, I was going to say the ground handling retreat is probably the better email. We can always link it in at a later time. We've got an email we do ground handling retreats here in Portugal, and the kind of like business email that we use for that is the full word, all as one word, ground handling retreat at gmail.com. That's probably the best email to get us both on, because we both check that regularly.
Yeah, if you go to the Ground Handling Challenge website, there's a way there you can contact us. Otherwise, it's kind of hard.
I just didn't know whether there was a way. I know it sounds weird, but I didn't know whether there was a way of getting messages via YouTube. But yeah, if you want an email, then that's the best one.
Yeah, that used to be, but ground handling retreat at Gmail. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Cheers, Alain.
Cheers, Gemma. And Alain. And whoever else has a drink. Ooh, you put a little citrus in there, did you?
I did. Wanted to go fancy. That's exactly right, Steve. Sorry, if you don't mind me calling you Steve. Stephen or Steve.
Steve!
That's our email address. But yeah, cheers everybody. If anyone else has got a beer. Oh, avoid the tree. Too well at avoiding the tree.
No, I don't think I could make it through. I still had full speed bar on though, so that was probably a mistake. Look at the skimmers! Broke my legs.
Thanks, Stephen.
Whoa! I must have done most names. Hey, Richard!
What?
Steve is saying that I answered to most names because we were saying about Stephen and Steve, and says, "Oh, Richard!" No, Alan, Al, you know, like that BBC.
Yeah.
The gap's cool. I still feel like it's not constantly steep, but maybe I just have really poor.
Whereabouts? I missed you changing your location on the map. Whereabouts on this
I'm
map?
on the gap. You know, the one that
gap.
The gap, the one that feeds onto the
sand split.
Is the split like?
Oh wow! I just spat everywhere when I said that. I'm so sorry. Sand split. What is the sand split? What?
I don't know. Is the split a thing? I thought a spit was a thing. You know, like a geographical feature.
I have no idea.
No idea.
Maybe it's just because it's where it's.
Sand spit. Look. Spit. So it's all of this. Maybe it's a place to try things where you want to have a flat, you know, like flares or something
not
like
that.
Or like, you know, trying the ground loops, like that thing, like how acro pilots do it. They go, and then they do the wingtip touch thing. You know what I mean? Because you're always the same height above a flat plane.
Yeah.
It helps you maybe train things like that. This is too big. Here we go, Gemma. Death awaits us. Too much. But yeah, it'll be something like that.
Jason's asking, have you set a frame rate limiter for the game? It runs uncapped, which can make streaming harder.
I haven't, but I don't know if the game actually has the capability to do that. But it seems to be running okay at the moment. Oh. What else can we do it with? We need something that keeps a bit of energy. Oh, I see a glider, Gemma. Purple, obviously, because you're a woman.
Shut up. Don't go getting sassy. What do you mean it's my glider anyway?
Oh, because it's purple.
Is that literally all you meant? You just wanted to get a little sexist dig in?
Yeah, exactly.
Alright, nice. I'll let you off, seeing as you're not normally.
I'm never sexist. Ah! You see, I almost touched the tip.
Oh, I thought you were gonna.
Oh no, it was too late then.
I keep thinking you've gone inside out because the.
Here we go. It should be this, right? It should be something like that. But obviously,
Oh, what, you're trying to do a little wingtip touch?
Yeah, the acro touch. Whoops.
Do you need me to press the restart? Is it one of those wings? Is it like the blade? The death blade?
Death trap. Maybe. Coming out of it too early, probably.
I really fancy something sweet, and we don't have anything. Do we have anything sweet?
I have like 11 things sweet. Like
chocolate. I want some
cookies.
Cake. I want.
Yeah, you might have to make that one. Or I'll make it tomorrow, but it's not going to take 3 minutes.
I thought you were going to continue on your sexist rant and be like, you have to make that then, woman!
Yeah. Well, if anyone wants cake around here, there's only one person that's going to make it. Let's be honest.
But let's be honest, there's only one person who's... No, I'm kidding.
I make cakes sometimes. Then they might not be your favourite cakes. I overreacted there. I was going to do
The cookies we made at Christmas were really good, actually. The chocolate chip cookies. I'd like some more of them, but then we have cookies, so that'd be a waste.
Oh, come on. That is it. Look. I know it doesn't look like it, but that was it.
You're
without
really proud of
touching
yourself
a few
now,
meters off and then still being able to... I think that's why he created this sand split. Is it spit?
I don't know, because I've looked at it now and it looks like SPLT. I put my glasses on and I'm trying to look at it a bit closer.
It's spit. I think I wrote split maybe by mistake.
Oh, you put spilt, like
no,
spelt.
I think it's an I. It's just not very. It's just the resolution. There's the resolution that's making your eyes weird. This is totally doable, Gemma. I'm super excited because I wasn't able to do this before. Because they're touching at the same time.
The problem is when we get back out, when we eventually get back out and get flying, you're going to be like, oh, I've been practicing,
yeah.
Just going to go do this little maneuver because I'm great at it. It's like, you're only good at it on the go.
Yeah. I was, when we've been karting before? You know where this is going to go, don't you?
No, not
You know where we've been karting?
when or where? A specific
No,
place?
just in general.
Oh, in general, when we've been karting before. Yeah.
When we've been kart
Go-karting.
racing. Yeah, go-karting. And then you're like razzing around the track. Looking...
And you forget that you're not in a computer game and that you can actually get injured.
No, listen. And you're having a great time.
Oh, let me guess again. No, I'm kidding. Go on. Sorry.
And we're having a great... Oh, that would totally have worked. And we're having a great time. And then you finish and you still have all the adrenaline pumping and stuff. And you get in your own car.
No, yeah,
and it feels really
and you're
slow.
Like, oh, wait a minute.
It feels really slow and wobbly and you're not sure about how much to press the pedals and stuff. I feel like this might be the same. Like, the more I play this, the more I think, yeah, I totally got it. I could do all kinds of super close speed flying and stuff. But really, I can't.
No.
So I'm wondering if when we go back to normal paragliders, we'll be like, yeah, I'm going to put everything I've learned into action. Hey, Leah.
Hi, Leah. Hi, Craig.
Here we go. That was it. That would have been it. I can touch, but I can't go back.
What are you looking forward to most about when we go back out and fly then? Have you got a particular site that you miss most?
Doing this.
Doing this?
No.
I miss this. I miss this thing that I've never tried before.
Yeah, I really miss flying a really high aspect ratio glider. Keep respawning above a sand spit, which I don't know what it is.
Have you started having dreams about this game yet?
No.
You're not a big dreamer though, are you?
Yeah, I'm a huge dreamer. I got all kinds of dreams.
You never remember.
I got a pocket full of dreams.
No, but
man.
you know what I mean. You never remember your dreams. I always wake up and I'm like, oh my goodness.
No. Okay, so what you're saying is you have like an average of 3 dreams a night every night, and they're always ridiculous. Like there's a 3-headed dog that's gonna eat your babies or some crap like that. I only dream like 2.
Or I have a really mundane dream where I'm just working.
Yeah, exactly. It's really weird stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose my dreams are also weird. But it's more like 2, maybe 3 times a week. Not, you have a whole book after a night.
Oh, we've got some tips here, Andre. Speed bar down, then come off speed bar to pop back up just before the tip touch.
Oh, that is.
Oh, that requires an extra finger there. You're using your little
You love
your little
innuendos.
It wasn't innuendo,
Oh, you're
Mr.
gonna need
Innuendo.
a little extra finger there.
No, I'm just
Okay,
saying,
let's go.
you're only using like your 2 index fingers at the minute. You're gonna have to bring Mr. Middle Finger out.
Or did that? Oh my god, that almost worked straight away. Max, he knows what he's doing.
Apparently, alcohol, caffeine, and weed make it difficult to dream. I dread to think what it'd be like if you had those 3 things before you went to bed, but
But to be
without
honest,
any of those things, you still can't dream.
Did you have it? Did you dream last night?
Yes, but I don't remember what it was.
That's because you drank alcohol.
Oh yeah, we did have we did have a couple of glasses of wine last night for dinner. But no, I probably remembered it at the time, but as soon as they've gone, unless it's like a really
That's why you're so.
unless it's a really haunting dream,
Yeah.
or something really cool happened. Once I've been awake for half an hour, they've gone. They tend to have disappeared from my memory.
Yeah. Do you remember this song? This is our jam. No, this is gonna be.
Here we are.
There's some.
Oh, I'm desperate to know what your dreams are, Kodiak. I want to know what these insane dreams are. Are they like insane flying dreams, or just insane like I've got a snakes for fingers, or something like that kind of dream?
Yeah, and then each one of the eyes becomes another snake, and then it's like a kaleidoscope forever.
Sounds very Rick and Morty. Yeah, have you been watching Rick and Morty? That probably hasn't been affecting your dreams that well. If anyone watches.
Speaking of Ricardo and Morticio, it's coming out in a couple of weeks. The new 5 episodes, isn't it?
I don't think any. Well,
everyone is watching.
I don't think anyone is as excited about it as you, but I don't think everyone gets quite as excited as you do about it.
It's
but,
just
what was that?
Sometimes you get too much energy, and sometimes you get not enough. I think speed bar definitely helps, but it kind of makes it hard to. Oh, Kodiak meets a lot of old friends in his dreams. That's interesting. It's just, I don't know how to, because when you tip the wing, it's almost like it drags too much. What if I do this? Is it going to be too crazy? Looks like low aspect ratio, but looking at it like this. Looks like we're in Minecraft with the textures and stuff. Come on.
Rick and Morty. It's like an animated TV series.
I wish I could see the replay of that. I think this might be easier. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay.
Look at all our patrons over here. Yeah, thank you everyone.
Oh, what are you liking the little stream of?
Yeah, it's just nice, isn't it? It's nice to be able to say thank you.
I'm really surprised that you hadn't snuck like a little rude word in there or something just to see if anybody notices. That's
look. I'm sorry I interrupted you again. Sorry, I get confused.
Shut up, woman!
No, it's just...
Let's keep up with this sexist rant tonight. You're not allowed to speak unless spoken to.
No, it's just Jack Burton. He's saying, my whole family is watching from Florida. Say hi to Luke and Sydney.
Hi Luke and Sydney!
That's nice. Well, we love Florida.
Oh, my niece is called Sydney as well.
And you have another kind of niece. I almost did it. Oh. And you have a kind of a niece in Florida as well. A niece and a nephew, don't you?
Yeah, Lila and Corbin.
I was going to say Lake Wales, but it's not Lake Wales. That's Aviator PPG.
Land O'Lakes.
Isn't it Tampa?
It's near Tampa, but it's not.
Yeah, it's technically Tampa, but it's not Tampa City. It's like Tampa Constabulary.
It's about half an hour or 40 minutes away from Tampa.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. It's a different city location. It's not
like we don't live in Lydia, but we live in the
or the Lisbon
district of Lydia.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Link about VR support didn't go through.
Oh yeah, Oh, I think I saw something about that, but I didn't hear it. So, just remind me, Michael. Sorry, I must have missed. I think you guys were talking about that depth perception in obviously 2D is very hard, and it's a big part of paragliding. In theory, if you do something in Unity, it should be able to, without too much trouble, be done in VR. Is that what you mean? Or what we might be able to do about it? Thing with VR these days...
I'll check that later, Steve, thanks.
Is better than what it was before, but it's still pretty tricky because you need a headset and not everyone has them, right? Thanks, Steve. We'll check it out and definitely reply soon. Tomorrow if we don't get the chance today. Here we go. Too much. Anyway,
you need a different camera angle.
I feel like I need to try it some other time, and then when you go on stream, it's like, hey, check this out.
Well, why don't we go to a completely different area on the map? What's Speed Hill? I know that you kind of did the gap before, but it's either Speed Hill or North Peak, because it's, or even West Hill, you know, like the opposite to where we've been already.
So should we be going west then? I think. Oh wait, we're already going west. Okay, let me just read this. Exactly. Unity makes it quite easy now. If you don't have a lot of post effects, I'd love to provide support. Okay. Well, I've managed to convince Evan to start a Slack board account for the game, and he's added me into it, but he's still quite new to it all. I don't even know if Trello would be better than Slack. But anyway, I have somewhere where I'll be able to collect all of the stuff. And then there's a few people on the stream and on the comments that are programmers, or they said they could help one way or another. So hopefully we'll be able to give people access through that, and then those conversations can go on in the proper channels with the right people, if that makes sense. Hi Kathy, welcome to the stream.
Hi Kathy, I've seen Kathy comment on our YouTube videos.
Yeah,
hi, Kathy.
we haven't made the game. It's Evan Burrows, this awesome Australian dude. I think he's only 21. Makes us feel old, right? We don't know how to program anything.
What do you mean? We're only a year older.
Yeah, of course. So this Speed Hill. Oh, you know what it is?
Oh, Laurie's here. Hi, Laurie.
Oh, look at Laurie. Oh, Speed Hill, it might be this hill here to do speed soaring, which is Laurie's favorite thing. Hey, everyone.
You arrived just in time, Laurie.
Yeah, everyone, say a big hi and welcome and thanks to Laurie, because he was literally the guy that taught me to fly. So if it wasn't for Laurie, this whole YouTube and everything wouldn't exist. So.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Laurie.
Yeah, thanks, Laws. So yeah, it's awesome.
You're to blame for this Andre guy.
Oh yeah, because it's not the best thing for you. Okay, so let's go, Speed Hill. Let's get a little, I quite like the S or XS. It's gonna be what? It's gonna be, let's just fly it and see what it is.
That's great.
This is gonna be pretty much where we're pointing. No, maybe a little bit more like this. And this is what, north? Maybe northwest. So we'll go here, we'll have this one. And we'll have quite a bit. Let's go 20. See how it goes. Thanks, Laurie, for that excellent YouTube channel. Oh, Laurie has a YouTube channel as well, which is, he does much more advanced stuff like flying in PWCs and stuff. So if you're interested in that, go and check it out. Just click on his name and it should work.
Oh, Laurie, I thought that you would have been on this all the time. I thought that you'd have this sim and you'd been speed flying away all the time, every day.
Yeah, he's probably having to work extra hard because he has to work from home, can't see customers, isn't it? So there's a bit of lift, but maybe we don't have quite enough speed, so we need a little bit more juice.
Oh look at the little guy wobbling around.
Speed. Oh.
Oh.
Too much speed.
Uh-oh.
I'm speed barring it too much. Okay. think if you have it might not be quite the same experience, but I think you have an Android, don't you? So you can download the app instead of playing on the computer.
You can play this on your phone?
Yeah, well you can't because you have an iPhone.
Yeah,
but yeah, on Android, yeah. I think it was originally a phone app. Look at this lift. Yes. I think it was originally that, and only recently, this past couple of months, he's done it. He's put it on.
I just can't imagine playing it without a controller. But
well, it's actually quite nice because you have you can slide your fingers along the side to do the brakes. So it's actually better than keyboard, I think. But obviously the screen is smaller, so it's a little bit hard. This is something like
25.7 to be exact.
26 knots.
It's written underneath the compass in the top left-hand corner, Laurie.
Darren.
Which I didn't know at first, which is I'm only showing off because I've just realised.
This is like the Rapidos 7 meter, and I think the pilot's as fat as me, so yeah, it's a bit breezed. And I think we still have thermals turned on by mistake, so you might get a few of those every now and then. Yeah, so Speed Hill is nice. I think an interesting challenge would be to get as much height here as possible and then try to cross over to there, but I think this thing's just going to sink like a rock. the Devil DLC, yeah, it'd be cool, wouldn't it? To be honest, he's been doing updates quite recently, so I'm quite excited to see what
I've
comes
been really
next.
surprised actually how frequently he's updating it, because
It
like
takes
you said,
a lot of work.
he works and he does university as well, doesn't he? So
Yeah.
he must be working on this all the time.
Okay, so getting some lift here. I mean, if we don't make that front hill there, we might be able to make it in front of this thing, you know. And if that's steep enough, we might make it up from there.
It does feel it feels nicer having a bigger map, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you
It
want
doesn't
to...
feel boring. I'm not saying it was boring before, but it feels like there's lots to explore and lots of different things to do and lots of different terrain.
Yeah, if I haven't done the what's it called, cross country on stream yet, but I've tried it offline a bit, and it's a lot nicer to be able to, like, you can get goals that are really far away, and it will take you a while to, you know, work every bit of lift and work every thermal to be able to get there and then get back up and go to the next one. So I'm guessing we want speed bar now, don't we? But I don't know if we're going to get there. Rear-rise the steering.
There's not multiplayer yet, Laurie. We're hoping for it, but I think he's probably just still working on getting it a good game.
Yeah,
first, and then
it was one of the first things I asked Evan. It's like, hey, can we have multiplayer? Can we do like servers and leagues and stuff? It'd be pretty cool. But not yet. I think there's some technical challenges in the way, but I think sooner or later will happen. It's just a matter of when. I know, right? It'd be really cool. Or even just messing around. There's no reason why you couldn't like start 5 people from the top and speed fly all the way down, you know, in formation and whatnot. Or do accuracy, pretty much what you can do in reality and more, you should be able to do. Yeah, Dune Gooning. It could do anything. There's even some, I don't know if you've seen, but this has some really crazy wings like that Death Blade, and has a almost 1-to-1 aspect ratio wing. It has an inside-out paraglider, so you could have all kinds of crazy stuff that we don't have in reality. Paraglider battle royale, yeah, absolutely. Like if the wing had some kind of like hit points or something, you know, they do that in RC, like with
like what is it? Not Bot Wars.
Yeah, like fly fighting or something. Basically, delta wings that are, similar to the blue one we have downstairs. The big arrow-shaped
the
wing.
massive one.
So like that one, and yeah, just to fight them, and whoever's left in the air at the end wins.
What's that other game that's just come out called? That's like Counter-Strike.
Valorant.
Valorant paragliding.
Yeah, you could have paintballing,
Yeah.
where one person flies, the other person shoots. Honestly, you could do like
Or like
someone's
tandem, and the guy in front's got a gun.
Yeah, last one to land wins exactly where definitely everyone will land at some point, where the lift is really limited and no thermals and stuff. You could have pylon racing, like all the stuff that they have with paramotor, because there's a paramotor wing on this as well. It's literally all sorts. We need more developers and less ideas, because we definitely have more ideas than devs. Yeah, I wanted to make it to that side, but it's not going to work, is it?
No.
Also, it's northwest, so it's actually this hill here that should work.
Going for a little dunk.
A little dunkaroo. Let me see. I can put this a little bit lower, because that's just crazy. But yeah, check this out, Laurie. Where is it? Death trap. There you go. What is this?
Jack, you were flying underwater this morning. Are you a diver? What were you doing this morning? I'm intrigued.
Oh yeah. And this thing is as snaky as the real thing. If you get the weight shift or whatever wrong, you'll start to see like the tips really curl up and go all over the place. Look at this. What is this? What is going on? It's almost irrecoverable at that point.
Oh,
in the sim.
Yeah, I thought that.
Wow, that is a very good resume, Michael. I'll definitely I was already going to put you forward, but I'll put you forward even more now and
put you further forward.
Yeah, this is okay, it's not 1-to-1. What is it? It's 1.71, so it's not quite, it's a steerable reserve. The flare is really weird on it. It looks like, what does it look like? It looks like that thing that I think
dinner plate?
I think it was Jean-Baptiste that put a little video out of some guys flying this really weird old inflatable hang glider paraglider thing, and it kind of looks like this, and it has like some little tail or wingtip or something. Oh, that was a thermal, wasn't it?
Missed that.
It went hey. Yeah, whoopie fly, that's it. That rings a bell. Yeah, it flares quite well, but there's like nothing, and then flares all at once. It's really weird. It's almost like a really deep, sudden stall point. It's a real reserve. I think most reserves are either round or square, so that would be a 1-to-1 aspect ratio. Unless it's the Rogallo, which is kind of like heart-shaped, and maybe that's different. But yeah, it wouldn't be more than 2-to-1, I don't think. Oh, and he also made this, which I think is just for fun. Because it wouldn't work in reality, I don't think, unless you had like, you were creating lift in the middle, and towards the tips you were creating on like,
this is the crazy one.
What's it called? What would you call, not downlift,
Oh.
uplift? Oh. So it's not drag, but these tips have to push up. No, these tips would have to push down, so they're creating lift up. So this thing wouldn't actually work. But yeah, those are the crazy wings so far.
Are you still on Speed Hill? Or whatever
I
it is,
think
what's
I
it
am.
called?
Yeah, I think I'm on Speed Hill.
Speed Hill.
It does look. Right.
Ripman's rolling his eyes. He's like, not again.
Yeah. A lot of people have really strong feelings
Bleach.
about this one.
I don't think it's like strong hatred. It's just like it doesn't look right.
Feels wrong.
It feels wrong.
Feels
it feels dirty.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey Laurie, did you watch Judy's? Was it a stream that she was doing tonight? It was live, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We missed it because we thought it was started at the wrong time. We got the start time wrong, didn't we? So we missed.
Yeah.
We only caught like the tail end of it, but
yeah, her telling her tales of should I throw my reserve or not? But we had to go dinner and didn't really get a chance.
I don't know whether people outside. She's quite famous in the UK, Judy, isn't she? But I don't know whether people outside of the UK would know her. But it's another pilot who was one of Andreas' teachers who did a live stream tonight about. Did you say it was about throwing the reserve?
Yeah, one of the times. Yeah.
About her experience.
It was a close call. Yeah. Look at this speed bar. I quite like this. So I'll just pop it and then speed bar on.
Darren, the little round thing in each game, that's like a not a waypoint but like a goal.
It's a goal, yeah.
And a place that you can aim to, so you have to try and get to it and then it disappears when you get to it and respawns elsewhere, so that you've got some little places to aim towards.
Actually, this has thermals on and we have no wind. So we should be a good opportunity to. Oh, so we got to get up there.
You missed it. Oh, Are you in a little? Were you in a little thermal then, or did you just pitch?
No, I think I just pitched from spawning. Even though it feels like too much.
Is it acro pilots that have two reserves, so that they've got a reserve for the reserve?
Yeah, and skydivers as well.
Yeah.
Oh, this always happens. We get into it, and then before we know it, we're already past the hour.
What did we say we were going to do an hour again, and we've done that? Waffling on.
Yeah. Let me know if you guys would like to see any more particular things about this map, because that's the new thing about it. New map came out a couple of days ago, and it looks a little bit like this. There's that peak, there's that one, there's that one. Oh,
this is nice. Start high so we can even having a look around of it from above is quite nice to do, I think.
Yeah.
Turn it a little bit more just so we get like a full rotation.
Yeah, should get like a slow circling camera, right? So you can make it really cinematic. But yeah, there's that.
We've not got a Steve.
Oh, Laurie gave us a tip for the first time. We got a tip, dude.
Cheers, dude. Thanks for that.
Thanks a lot. We'll have to get you 10 quid.
Is that what a tip looks like? Look at him, you little superhero.
Yeah, he flies through the air. It's a banana. It's a pear. A banana.
Is it a banana?
You
made me say banana now. Is it a pear? It looks like a bean.
Yeah, it might be a bean.
Oh no, maybe it does look like a little.
We'll have to get you 10 quid's worth of beers next time we see you.
Put it to instant good use.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the map. There's the sand spit. There's the. This is the. Wait, I think the gap is on this side.
That's the speed hill.
Yeah, this is the speed hill. This one here. And that's the dune. That's dunes 1, and that there is dunes 2. And I think there's some steeper lines, like even here. I think this will be steeper than that one, which is the speed riding line, or even this one. Night,
Laurie. Laurie's off to bed. Oh, he didn't want to give us a tip. He just wanted to see the pear fly.
The bean. All right, dude. Thanks a lot for everything.
Thanks a lot. Take care, Laurie.
We'll speak soon. We're trying to do these every couple of days, every 2 or 3 days. So whenever there's something new in the game, we'll do another one. Oh, Michael's given us as well.
Cheers, look, and now we're getting a little bowing. It is a pear. It's a pear.
It's a pear because it's
Thank
got a
you,
little.
Michael.
It's got a little leaf on top and it has a little pincino, the little
pincino,
little bit of wood. You know, the little woody thing
that
connects it to the tree. Thanks,
I thought
Michael.
you meant his little headband. I didn't know what pincino meant.
Yeah, I think that's how it say it in Mirandese.
You can't see what I'm doing now, Michael, but I'm copying the pear and I'm doing a little bow. I wish I had. I should put some kind of cloth around my head just to look like it. It looks like he's got a little sweatband on. Oh, look at these cool clouds.
Yeah,
You're above the clouds.
Yeah, it's on takeoff. It's on cloud base, the spawn, but it's actually technically above cloud base. But this looks pretty realistic, doesn't it? Like, look at that. Obviously, it looks like one clump and another clump and another clump, and that's how it works. When you look at it at a glance, it looks pretty cool.
Ethan, we were just saying that there's a kind of like a small, really tiny little wing. I don't think it's actually a reserve parachute, but it's kind of a reserve parachute size.
We were talking about the aspect ratio. That is close, yeah. Thanks a lot for coming, Stephen. As always, we'll read your email and get back to you. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot for the help, and we won't be long now either. So we'll go soon. If there's anything else,
do a little spiral dive to finish off.
If there's anything else that you guys would like to see on this new map that I can show you, I haven't played it loads, but I can give that a try. And whilst you come up with some good questions or suggestions, I can show you this thing that I did on the SIV course that I've been practicing offline, which is spiral dives with rapid exit.
Right. Okay. Right? Oh, you were trying to teach me this the other night, I think, weren't you?
So there's three.
There's like a timing thing.
There's 4 things you need to do.
Yeah.
And the timing on each of those things is crucial. So this is step 1.
I was just about to say I'd feel a lot better if you went a bit higher first, but I don't know why.
I'm pretty high.
You are pretty high, yeah.
Pretty high. So also there's no consequence.
Yeah.
So the first step is to initiate the turn, right? So going into a nose down spiral. So you start slow and then you put more and more and more and more behind it until you get to the point where the leading edge is pointing down, kind of horizontal, right? So now we're going into the nose down spiral.
Right.
Okay. So that's step 1. I'm not doing anything, I just took my hands off the controls there. So the second step is let's say we're going left.
Just to talk me through it, because I'm sure I've asked you this before, but when you actually go on an SIV, do they do this that you're doing with me now, which is...
Yes, they explain beforehand.
And do they show you videos of this
They
happening?
show you videos, they also have like a little doll and a mock paraglider, and they kind of show with your hands where the thing is and blah blah. This whole thing is to practice coordination and control, and when the glider is in different positions, how does it feel to you, and what should you do? Yeah. Because the classic thing is, the glider is behind you, you panic, you bury the brakes, it's the wrong thing to do at the wrong time.
Yeah.
So first step is to get into the spiral per se. Then if you just let go of the controls like I did, you end up kind of spiraling. Most gliders will come out of the spiral on their own, losing the energy progressively. That's a good scenario and that'll be fine. But you want to make things worse so that you can make them better, right?
Right, okay.
So what you want to do is the rapid exit.
What's the difference between a spiral and a spin?
Okay, so a spin is like a helicopter. You know, like those...
Oh, so it's like almost...
So it's kind of like this. You're spinning, it means you're stalling parts or the whole wing. And you're spinning on your axis. So the guy is still under the glider, and the glider is spinning on its axis.
Right, okay.
Spiral dive.
Because I think I sometimes call a spin to the spiral dive.
Yeah. Because
you're spinning around, but you're spinning at a sideways angle rather than being underneath it.
Well, on your wing, you wouldn't be able to go fully nose down, but you would be able to like go to about there, where you are kind of in line, like horizontally with the wing, and if you notice, you're going down very fast.
Yeah.
If you're in a spin, you don't go down as fast.
Oh, thank you, Jack. Oh, we've got another little bowing pair. I'm bowing again.
Thanks so much, Jack. You guys are way too generous.
That's very cool. Thanks very much.
There you go. Spin is all in yaw, and spiral is pitch and roll.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
So yeah, there's also a sat, which is kind of halfway. But anyway, so if you see it,
sorry, I'm asking too many questions and not
sense.
letting you actually get on with the maneuver, am I?
So we start it right, and the objective, once we have a fully formed spiral dive, is to do a rapid exit. So we switch the controls. So I'm having to pull left to stay in it. Mm-hmm. So I release the left and pull right.
Ooh.
And then come out, okay? We see that didn't work.
And turn the glider inside out.
Yeah. So the idea is to go. I'll just do it here. You go spiral. Look at the controls here. Like spiral, and now we're in the spiral. Then I go. So if you get out, it's just paused. Then I go opposite, so I get out.
Right.
I go through the window.
When you did that a minute ago.
Just hold on a second. Okay, spiral.
Yep.
Step 1.
Yeah.
Step 2, exit.
Okay.
With the other one. So then you're coming out in a straight line. You go through the window, which I'll tell you what it is.
Okay.
And then you switch again. So as you go through the window, you go back onto the same brake. And then
so that you don't
you go past the window, and now the glider is behind you. When the glider is behind you, you release completely, which means it will now shoot fast in front of you. And when it's in front of you, you catch with both, and then you release and fly away. Okay. So first, spiral. 2, exit. 3, compensation with the same brake. And 4, catch the dive. Okay.
Right, let's do it.
The window is simply the moment at which, when you're coming out, you're swinging, right? Let me see if I can. Okay, so here you're swinging. There. See how that's a straight line, a vertical line? Mm-hmm. That's the window. So before the window, you're exiting like this. After the window, you're compensating.
Okay. Is there a name for like back or front of the window? Like
behind or in front, yeah.
So it's just called behind the window and in front of the window?
Yeah, behind the window is when the wing is in front of you and you're going through.
Okay.
And then after you go through, you've gone through the window and now the wing is behind you.
Yeah, okay.
Feels like it's very hard to explain. Props to...
all the SIV instructors.
Also SIV, sorry, I suppose they do it a lot more often and they actually know what they're talking about.
And they don't get a gemmer on the coat who's
okay.
like, I don't understand.
Every wing will be a bit different on this, so I might screw this up a few times. And if you do a small spiral like this, it's easier. So exit, compensation, the timing was wrong. Okay, I'm just going to go back into it. Exit, window. It worked! Catch, release. I didn't, and this is what they're trying to get you to do, is to come out perfectly straight rather than slightly to one side, because if you come slightly to one side, exactly that happens. You curl up the wingtip, which is not a big deal. And then it really trains your reflexes and awareness. Okay, exit.
I think this is my problem.
Here we go, and it's wrong.
The idea of an SIV really scares me.
Oh,
but I think it's because you automatically... obviously, I feel a bit better about it since you came back from your SIV and you told me a bit about it. But still, you feel like there's an expectation to perform certain tasks. But obviously, they only perform the tasks that they know that you're capable of doing, and it's all very progressive, isn't it? It all starts very slowly.
Because I've done one already, I would go and try to do this, which my glider wouldn't do, by the way. A low B or a high B wouldn't do this. You can't do this really easily. It'll probably stay at a certain angle. And then exit, and then you have loads of energy, and then it's harder to manage. If it was your first day, and depending on what you tell the instructor that you want to do, they'll probably say, okay, Gemma, start pulling left or right, and go up until the point where you're comfortable. And you would probably do something like this. You start going, and you think, oh, this is fine. And then you'd pull a little bit more because you're under instruction and you feel safe. And you'll go to something like this. And then here, it really starts to pick up some speed. And you feel the G's, and you go, release. And then you swing a bit, and then it's fine. And if you, on your wing, if you didn't do anything, it corrects on its own. But it will be on your rear.
You've just shown the most boring SIV.
But
my SIV.
But to you, it would
but that'll feel
yeah.
I'd still be having a little poop in my pants.
And then you do all the way to the lake. You do this 3 or 4 times because you don't have any more height to more than that. And the next time you'll be like, oh, I want to do it a little bit more. And then you mess up a couple of times, probably not too badly, and then you actually build a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
Because there's some parts of it at the beginning that they do, which is a little bit radio controlled. As in, he's saying, okay, more left, more left, more left, more left, release, exit, compensation, hands up, Gemma, hands up, and catch. And they'll probably say like, wait, catch it. Do you know what I mean? And you'd be fine. And then
I'm getting nervous now.
and then
Jack says he'll do one with me. Have you ever done one before, Jack? Have you done an SIV already, or would this be your first as well? I need to do one.
Yeah, I think you'll really enjoy it. I think you'll really enjoy it. But then, by the time you do 2 or 3 radio controlled, he'll start to see that you're doing well or whatever, or where you need some pointers.
Yeah.
And then he'll go, okay, you try one on your own. And if you're really doing something wrong, he'll come on the radio and shout at you. But if you're roughly in the right ballpark...
When you say shout, will it actually be a shout? Will it be a... that's not quite the right thing to do.
Yeah. It'll be there.
Stop doing that immediately, or you will die.
Nah, it's
Stop it!
pretty cool.
Hands up.
So yeah, you can exit spirals slowly, and
I was going to ask you about that. Kodiak says the worst part is getting towed up. Did you actually get towed up, or did they just... How do you get up? How do you make sure that you're up high enough?
I'm going to guess that Kodiak is American, and he does it over a lake that has flat ground around it, and they get towed up either by a winch or a boat, which is what they do in Bornos with Raul Rodriguez. For me, I did it in Annecy with Flyo, and basically there's a huge mountain next to the lake. So you go up
You drive up the mountain.
Yeah. Which is not great. Apparently Lake Garda is a lot higher. Or even Oluden is. It's like 1,500, 1,800. But I reckon getting towed is faster.
Apparently, yeah, Jack, you'd have to be prepared to be more scared by the drive up, because apparently the drive up to the hill in Turkey is a bit hairy, isn't it? It's a bit of a...
Yeah. I think the drivers are a bit funky and the roads are a bit funky, so... And they probably get paid by how many people they get up the hill, so they try to...
Step on it, boys!
Step on it, yeah.
Get up, throw them off!
Where are you going for an SIV, David? Oh yeah, they've built a lift.
Be a lift.
Yeah, they've been building one, yeah. I wonder if you change the wind halfway through, if it will update.
I hate to stop you midway through a thought, but it's almost an hour and a half since we began, so we should probably...
And it's 1 hour 23 now.
Whatever we need to set you a task and then try and complete it in the next...
I think get to the top.
6.5 minutes. You can get to the top?
I think
you think you can do it?
I think it's doable. I just don't know if I can change the wind. And...
Oh, David's booked Vrana, say that's where you did it.
Yeah.
And Jack lived in Turkey. Oh, so yeah, you probably know all about the ride up there.
No, Annecy is fine.
Yeah.
It's Turkey.
Oh no, I was just saying Jack lived in Turkey.
Oh right, yeah. So
yeah, so he knows all about it.
Let's see if we can get close enough. Oh, look how much lift there. Oh, this must be thermals plus.
Oh, you got like 6.8 lift then.
Yeah, I just feel like scratching your way to the top is a nice, easy thing to finish off with. But yeah, because we have all of these cool overlays now with all these lovely people, we don't have to necessarily.
Worry.
Oh, I know.
Oh, right, you're not on the screen.
Yeah. All these lovely people, we want to say huge thanks to everyone that supports us. To the 3 very generous people that have given us super chats today, it helps with a lot more than what you think. And
yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, really appreciate it. As always, this is like what, the 5th or the 6th stream we've done. I can't Yeah, I can't stop saying it's just so much fun every time. It's because of the interaction with everyone and stuff. So yeah, I get
It'd be really cool if eventually we could actually have people talking to us. I suppose it's like a busy Zoom conversation. You wouldn't know when to speak and stuff. But it'd be nice to hear people's voices as well.
Yeah, I'd like to have guests on as well, so you could discuss a particular topic.
Yeah.
But I think that's 1 or 2 steps more ahead of the whole. Because how do they watch the screen and be on the voice? Because you have to have like some.
Yeah.
And we already have like 3 or 4 things running in the background to make this happen, but it's good fun. Yeah, I've noticed as well a lot of people that run channels or some kind of community have Discord servers, and I do use Discord myself to play games with my friends. But I never thought it would be a thing for paragliding. So if you guys think that that's a good idea and what purpose it would serve, I definitely consider starting a Discord server, because it's obviously really easy to do. And then you guys can talk to each other. I don't know. I don't know if you find other ways to do it. Yeah, you won't find anything but good news here, David, unless things have really gone pear-shaped. We really try to keep it positive and try to moderate our consumption of news, because these days it always feels like it's the bad news, isn't it?
Oh, thanks, Alon. Oh, I liked your spiral exit explanation.
Thanks a lot, Jacobi. We never had Swiss francs before, so this is the first. SIV simulation live stream soon. Well, we can definitely do that. The only problem is I don't know a lot, so it'd be really nice to get a guest like an SIV instructor or an acro pilot on the stream.
That would be really cool.
That'd be so cool, wouldn't it? And then they can teach me and Gemma do stuff, and then you all guys can learn with us. So that's definitely a good thing to do.
I think you should aim for the ball.
Where's the ball? Oh.
The beach. Ooh. Oh, here I've got it for you. You've got to aim for the ball, and to finish,
you know it's not gonna.
You've got to do the wingtip. The wingtip skim and a perfect
happen.
landing. Go on.
Not gonna
no pressure, but
okay.
everybody's watching.
Also, there's quite a bit of wind, so I'm having to. Elon Musk. I can't believe CNN still exists. I feel like. I suppose I could get there and spiral dive down to make it faster, but I can't put big ears on, even though listen to this. Have little controller, little flaps on my controller, toggles I think they're called. And
I prefer flaps. It makes it sound like flappy ears, big ears.
Yeah, as soon as the
big flappy ears.
As soon as the game has support for flappy biggies, then I could use it, which in this case would help because we'd be able to go forward and down faster.
Just do a little spiral dive.
Well, we have a headwind, you see, so I don't want to do a spiral dive here and end up there. I have to go past it and then spiral back behind it, if you know what I mean.
It's all good ideas.
I know.
It's all good ideas.
I think it has really good potential as a game to build a community, but like you say, as a simulation teaching aid.
Oh, dude, you're getting closer and closer to the ball now.
It's still really far away.
Oh, it looks close to me. Have I got really terrible depth perception?
Look, that's at 0. We're at 600, 550 or so. Okay, I won't go down all the way, but I'll go down a little bit to get a sense for the drift of the wind. And
we always catch Ripman just before his exercise.
It's good timing.
What are you doing for exercise, Ripman? Are you going out? Are you actually able to go outside at the minute, or are you like doing home exercise? Have you got your home gym going on? Because I've started doing an exercise DVD from like the 90s.
It's not from the 90s.
Well, from the noughties. It's old.
Yeah, if you can.
I had to blow some dust off it when I got it out. It's a DVD, for goodness sake. Yeah,
if you can support Evan in the game as well, I definitely have already and will continue to support him with a little bit of money.
Yeah,
as
definitely.
much as I can afford.
Yeah, thanks for reminding us to say that, Jack.
because since he said as well that since we started doing streams on it, he's had a lot more people playing and some more donations as well. So it's definitely working. So if we continue this, it'll hopefully work to get better maps, better wings, maybe multiplayer and all those things. So, and a lot of people are coming forward wanting to help, like Michael and others. So, okay, objective number 1 is done, Gemma. We got the goal. And now we just have to do
You have to get low enough and do
a terrible attempt.
Do your little wingtip skim.
I just feel like we need a bit more, otherwise we might end up there, but maybe not. Okay, here goes nothing. I don't even know if this is the right camera to do it or what. I just hope I don't end up in the weeds.
Come here.
How cool would it be?
You might have just banked a bit too much. You forgot to do your speed bar.
I'm still too high. No. Oh, the wind is not helping.
You forgot your speed bar.
I stole it at the end. I took it. Oh.
No.
Oh no, that was terrible. And now we're getting blown away. Very slowly.
Controlled drag. Oh, look at him. He is getting dragged ever so slowly.
Yeah.
As he gets dragged away, it's probably time for us to say bye-bye, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. We've just gone past an hour and a half. Again, thank you so much to everyone. It's been super blasty, so blastful. It's been an absolute blast to hang out with you guys as always. Hope you enjoyed it. We definitely did. We'll be doing it again as soon as we can.
Let us know if you've got any ideas for what you'd like, kind of stuff you'd like to see, or things that you'd like us to talk about. Because we're just kind of doing it on the fly, aren't we? Really? If there's anything specific that people want,
yeah,
we
usually
can do that
try
too.
to do either new features, so new things that the game has, or I have a little cheeky little list of ideas over there that we can do.
Yeah.
So I think the next thing that would be cool to do on this map is so big we can do XC. So try to go all the way around it in one go, and back to the same place. So
you're gonna have to be
actually
do a bit of research into which wing you want to.
Let's put that down, as we'll do that next Tuesday. So not tomorrow. Today's Sunday. In a couple of days, so that we have like day on, day off.
Yep.
So we'll do that on Tuesday. I'll work on the thumbnail, and you guys stay put, stay safe. Thanks a lot for coming as always. And we'll see you next time.
See you soon. Thanks a lot again, and see you soon. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.